So where do we go next? Well, we have the Green New Deal that we want to talk about. We want to build organizations like labor unions and political parties, like making the Green Party into a membership party so that we can have more success, we can fund ourselves, we can get political wins toward things like a Green New Deal. And we need to draw from kind of the whole history of the socialist debates and movements that we've seen to try to inform where do we go next and what do we do? What can we take from lessons from history to be more successful as we go forward? Because we're up against some really important challenges with shrinking timelines, right? Like we have to really act on things like climate change rapidly. So it's important for us to take this moment to study history and philosophy and really figure out where we want to go next and what we want to do. So there's some really key questions on like how do we balance electoralism versus mutual aid, helping people directly versus unions and organizing our workplaces. Those are still some ongoing debates. And we can talk more about how we organize that and balance that. How do we organize an independent party and movement while we're under major suppression, right? We have to deal with things like ballot access, especially if you're doing a more electoral approach, right? And how do we balance decentralization and centralization? It goes back to those old socialist and anarchist debates, right? How do we kind of balance these to make sure that we're promoting democracy and this bottom-up socialism at the same time as being able to rapidly, urgently address climate change? So, these are all hard questions. There's not necessarily easy answers to any of these, but it's important for the socialists, the eco-socialist movement to think about them and address them and to talk with each other about how we're going to try to cooperate to make this happen.